The Joy of Boundaries by Valerie Read by Sarah Levesque. Normally, when we hear the word joy, we think of exhilaration, walking on air, a surge of endorphins through our system that bring a never-ending smile. And yet, we often forget about the steps it takes to achieve such joy. When a child is born, this type of joy is truly experienced as a mother embraces the child, with all the instincts of motherhood and a surge of happy hormones taking over her exhausted body. Forgotten is all the work that went into the preparations for the challenge of parenthood, the 9 months of gestation, and the struggle of childbirth. Deuteronomy says it well, laying out a motto for life. I have set before you life and death, the blessing and the curse. Deuteronomy 30:19. With every experience of joy comes hard work, challenges, struggles, and, often, pain. The act of setting boundaries is no exception to this rule. In his book, 12 Christian Beliefs That Can Drive You Crazy, John Townsend states, "If God built us with needs, then it stands to reason that letting our needs go unmet can cause major problems. Just as neglecting regular oil changes will destroy your car's engine, neglecting our God-given legitimate needs will cripple us." Page 24. As a busy mom of 3 active boys with various needs, including learning and physical disabilities, in addition to everyday childhood pains, I find it a challenge to allow myself certain needs and wants. I have always thought of myself as being selfish if I am not giving, but it is quite the opposite. In learning to receive, I am giving myself rest and recharging my batteries for the next battle, and, in doing so, I am providing my children with a more attentive and calmer mother than if I did not provide myself these gifts. These things could be the needs of showering or eating, or the wants of a coffee date with other moms, or reading a book, or watching something other than Paw Patrol. If I don't meet these needs and some of these wants, my spouse and my children will suffer from the pain of my exhaustion. Reflecting on the Trinity confirms these thoughts for me. The persons of the Trinity not only give of themselves to one another, but also receive. They give life to one another, and it is through this example of giving and receiving that we are taught how to live in relationship with one another. If even God receives through the relationship of the 3 persons of the Trinity, then who are we to deny that we also need to receive? If true, this concept would make us greater than the Trinity, and we are definitely not that. Receiving allows us to practice true humility. I have often found myself struggling to receive when I have needed help, but I have grown in my journey as a mom. For example, I have learned to provide myself with mother's helpers, and when someone offers a meal when we are taking care of a sick child, we now accept with joy and gratitude. But it isn't just receiving, it is also letting go of the idea of perfection. If I am sleep deprived and the laundry is left unfolded because I'm napping, it will be okay. My health for the sake of my children is more important than clean laundry being in drawers. Once I am rested, it will still be there. The acts of receiving help from others and of letting go of control are challenging. I know. I fail at this practice often. We need to practice saying no to things we truly cannot handle, and we need to learn to say yes to help when it is offered sincerely. These boundaries make our lives fuller and more peaceful. Boundary muscles must be worked just like any other virtue. It gives a whole new meaning to the old phrases of wisdom, let your yes mean yes and your no mean no, or say what you mean and mean what you say. Embrace the blessing and the curse, and true joy will follow.